Hey guys, Raj Sangha of Carter Security. Welcome back to the channel. I am here again with my E31 840Ci Slam Sanctuary Customs project. Now, as you would have seen in the previous two episodes, the car is now sitting beautifully on AirLift Performance 3H suspension. Drives absolutely fantastic. However, the wheels are still not ready. So let's see how Ellie at Voodoo Motorsport is doing. Now, we can only hope the wheels fit. I know he's got everything there. He's got to build the wheels back up, but fingers crossed those wheels fit when we get them back here, because if they don't, we do not have any time left for any adjustments. So let's get over to Voodoo Motorsport and see how he's getting on with those wheels.
Raj came down to look at these wheels first of all. He had a few choice words to describe their condition.
These aren't my wheels, are they?
These are the ones, yeah.
And I told him not to worry, we'll make them good again. Well, that is possible, but it comes at a cost, you know. And so with these wheels, you can have a good close look. They're quite nice finish, quite uniform. They were rough. And so we've had to put them through our media machines that we use for ceramic polishing and various finishes that we're after. We've smoothed the casting right down and then done further hand prep as well. Mark really went to town on these, in all the nooks and everything, make sure everything was good. Then they went back again for primer. So now we've got a double prime, which has been smoothed twice to the centre. And then we brought them back in and we machined the step on the back here. We even also made sure we cleaned up the front face and the front step too. So all of it's been machined perfect. Then it's been masked and sent back for paint, and this is the result. We need to come in, we'll just get in there, and then we're just going to set the speed, I'm going to turn her on and take a cut. Once the parts have been painted, some of the mating surfaces are a little bit tighter because it's got the addition of paint. And so just to make it so that it fits perfect, we can just take a teeny bit more off, because the saying goes that you can take it off but you can't put it back on. So we made them too big to start with and the paint didn't cover the difference. They would have been loose on the wheels, and we're trying to make them so they're as original as possible, right? So we want them to make together nicely. So just take a little bit off until we get the fitment perfect. No, that's it, perfect fitment. Yeah, we get everything from SRR Hardware, which is a godsend because we get them quick. So we start with the barrel, we'll line the valve hole up. Mark's going to lay out the bolts. Right. So we always apply this thread lock adhesive in this particular grade to every bolt when we build, so that it's like fail-safe. Make sure everything goes together perfectly and holds tight. Keep them together like this. So we're just now attaching the nuts from behind, just to help keep everything together. And then next will be the tightening procedure. Slow and steady, taking precautions every step of the way to protect the polish finish, the bolts, and making sure everything's locating. And there we go. That's fully assembled, ready to seal. So typically we seal the wheels, and you have to seal the wheel to create the airtight portion of it, you know, to just stop it from leaking, make it airtight. We always seal it because there's 3 separate sections. So we use a particular sealer that's tried and tested, and for us it works for many reasons, and it seems to last the test of time, and it gives us what we need. Just going to smooth the seal off, make sure we're happy with the finish, and any overlap the tape will take care of. It's been a big effort from us, and with Jas on the parts and everything, and even coming up to measure the car just one last time to see if we could squeeze any more out of this build. It's all been worth it. So I think we're going to make it to Ultimate Dubs.
These wheels, especially the rears, they are humongous. I'm not sure if they're going to fit, so we are going to test fit them before we put the tires on. But guys, just check this out. Oh my Lord. They are massive. Check that width. Now, we have changed the size of the wheels front and rear. So these are now 11 by 19 on the back, and the fronts are 9 by 19. Stepped up. These were originally 17-inch BBSs. They've been stepped up. They look fantastic. I've got to thank Jazz of SRR Hardware for supplying all the hardware, the bolts and everything. In fact, the wheels were originally his wheels. And obviously Mark and Ellie over at Voodoo Motorsport for turning these around in quick time. Before we put tires on these wheels, we need to do a test fit. I'm pretty confident the fronts are okay. I'm not so confident on the rears, so it is literally fingers crossed. We don't know if they are going to fit, and I'm being honest there. We do not know if they are going to fit. Yes, there's going to be some negative camber on the back, but I don't want too much negative camber, and I don't want to go super stretch tires. Let's get the car down off the ramp and test fit these wheels. Still a little bit of fettling to do before we can say we are there. Still fingers crossed. Better get your angle grinder out, mate.
Talk about cutting it fine. Let's strip the rear suspension and modify it again.
Jay's gonna have to do some adjustments on the rear, so yeah, he's got 2 hours to do that. And then we've got to get the car back over to Southall Tires to get it all, the wheel alignment and the geo setup. So we are cutting it fine, but the most important thing, the wheels look absolutely amazing. We know they fit. Now it's all about getting those final last minute adjustments done before Ultimate Dubs. So yeah, guys, keep watching. I'll be back shortly.
That's the light. You just saw the black hole.
So if you guys recall, the challenge was to have the 840Ci here at Ultimate Dubs, and we've made it. So Jay smashed it out the bag with the AirLift 3H suspension. There's 2 episodes on the channel. In the description below, you can watch those. The wheels and the hardware was supplied by Jazz of SRR Hardware. The faces are 17-inch and they've been stepped up to 19-inch wheels. So Ellie and Mark over at Voodoo Motorsport built the wheels up. So we were originally going to go with 8.5 on the front. We're now 9-inch on the front, and we've gone with 11-inch on the back. And in terms of fitment, we're more or less spot on. I think there's a little bit of fettling we need to do on the rear arches. The front sit beautifully. Now guys, what do you think? Obviously, I'll throw some pictures up of how the car looked when we initially bought it. And now, AirLift 3H suspension, new wheels, 9-inch on the front, 11-inch on the back, stepped up 17 to 19. What do you think of this package? I think aesthetically, this car looks amazing. Next stage, well, that's going to be audio. We are going to do an extensive high-end audio upgrade in this car. Stereo, speakers, amplifiers, and potentially subwoofers. So guys, any questions, drop us an email, support@cardisecurity.com. In the description below, we've got our website details and our email details. If you recall, this AirLift kit on the car is not something you can buy off the shelf. So it has been fabricated for this particular vehicle. If you're after the same kit for your car, drop us an email and we'll let you know the costs and so on. So yeah, guys, make sure you hit that like button because this has been a long journey. Let me know what you think of the car, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because there's a lot more content coming soon. I'll be back on Cast TV very soon.